Have you ever wondered why success seems to come so easily to some while others struggle endlessly? Is it luck? Intelligence? A privileged background? Let me tell you something, none of that guarantees success. The truth is far more brutal. Success isn't about what you were born with, it's about what you do every single day. Most people think failure is just an event, something that happens suddenly out of nowhere. But that's not true. Failure is a pattern, a habit, a slow, creeping force that takes root in small decisions, unnoticed until it's too late. The person who wakes up every day without a plan, the one who puts off hard work for tomorrow, the one who spends more time making excuses than taking action. They're not failing because of one big mistake. They're failing because they built their life on a foundation of repeated destructive choices. You see, most people never learn the real reason they keep falling short. They think it's just bad luck. They assume successful people have some secret advantage they don't. But the truth is, success and failure are not accidents. They are results, outcomes of the way you live, the mindset you adopt, and the effort you put in every single day. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. No sugarcoating, no empty motivation. Just the raw, unfiltered truth about why some people fail while others succeed and how you can make sure you're on the right side of that equation. You see it all the time. Some people seem to rise effortlessly while others struggle to get ahead no matter how hard they try. But have you ever stopped to ask why? Is it because they're naturally smarter, born into wealth? Just luckier? No. The difference between those who win and those who lose comes down to one thing: decisions. Every single day you make choices. You choose whether to wake up early or hit snooze. You choose whether to work on your goals or waste time scrolling through distractions. You choose whether to push through discomfort or retreat into excuses. And those small choices, they compound over time. Most people fail not because they aren't capable, but because they repeat the same self-destructive patterns without even realizing it. They blame external factors, their boss, the economy, their upbringing, without ever acknowledging the role they play in their own struggles. Meanwhile, successful people take full ownership of their lives. They don't wait for things to change, they create change. They don't hope for opportunities, they make them. The harsh truth: if you're not where you want to be, it's because of your own choices. But the good news, that means you have the power to fix it. People love to think of failure as a one-time event, a sudden, catastrophic collapse. But that's not how it works. Failure is not an accident, it's a pattern. A pattern of bad habits, weak discipline, and poor decisions stacking up over time. Let me break it down. No one wakes up one day and suddenly finds themselves broke, out of shape, or stuck in a miserable life. It happens through 1,000 tiny choices: skipping one workout, avoiding one tough conversation, ignoring one opportunity because it feels uncomfortable. One small slip may not seem like a big deal, but when repeated day after day, those choices become your reality. And here's the worst part: most people don't even see it happening. They tell themselves it's just this once. I'll start tomorrow, it's not that big of a deal. And before they know it, years have passed, and they're still in the same place, wondering where it all went wrong. But successful people, they recognize this trap. They understand that every choice matters. They build habits that push them forward instead of hold them back. And most importantly, they take control of the patterns running their lives before those patterns control them. Imagine walking onto a field, ready to play a game, but no one ever told you the rules. How would you win? How would you even know what to do? That's exactly how most people go through life. They're trying to succeed, but they have no idea what actually leads to success. Most people operate on guesswork. They follow the crowd, chase random trends, and hope something eventually works. But hope is not a strategy. If you don't understand the rules of success, the principles that winners live by, you will always struggle. So what are those rules? First, discipline beats motivation. Most people wait to feel ready before they take action, but winners don't rely on feelings, they rely on habits. Second, your environment shapes you. If you're surrounded by negativity, laziness, and people who don't push themselves, you will absorb those same traits. And third, success is built on action, not excuses. There will always be obstacles. The difference between winners and losers is that winners push through, while losers stop the moment things get hard. If you want to win at life, you must first learn how the game is played, because whether you realize it or not, you are already playing. The question is, are you playing to win? Let me make this simple. If you don't change, nothing else in your life will. You can read every self-help book, watch every motivational video, and listen to every inspiring speech, but if you don't take action, nothing will be different. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for motivation, waiting for a sign. But let me tell you something, waiting is just another form of giving up. There is no perfect moment. No magical breakthrough. No sudden transformation. The only way to change your life is to make a decision right now and start acting like the person you want to become. Stop blaming your past. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for someone else to fix your life. No one is coming to save you. You are responsible for your own success. And until you accept that, you will stay stuck where you are. So ask yourself right now, are you ready to stop making excuses? Are you ready to take control? Because if you don't change today, don't expect anything to change tomorrow. The choice is yours. Most people love to blame everything but themselves for their struggles. They point fingers at the economy, their upbringing, their boss, or bad luck. But let's be honest, the biggest enemy holding you back is you. It's not your background. It's not your circumstances. It's the choices you make every single day. The way you think, the way you act, the way you respond to challenges. And here's the brutal truth. If you never confront the person in the mirror, you will never break free from failure. Most people sabotage their own success without even realizing it. They settle for comfort over growth. They let fear control their actions. They refuse to take responsibility for their own progress. But the ones who succeed, they face themselves head on. They acknowledge their weaknesses. They hold themselves accountable. They don't wait for someone to fix their life. They take charge and fix it themselves. So ask yourself, are you your own worst enemy? Are you making excuses instead of taking action? Are you avoiding hard truths instead of confronting them? Because the only way forwards is to stop running from yourself and start changing the person looking back at you in the mirror. Fear is a prison. It keeps people stuck, afraid to take risks, afraid to step outside their comfort zone. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're trapped. Think about how many times fear has held you back. How many opportunities you ignored because you were scared of failing. How many dreams you had slip away because you didn't think you were ready. But here's the truth, if you wait until you're ready, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Successful people aren't fearless. They feel the fear, but they move forward anyway. They understand that failure isn't something to avoid, it's something to learn from. Every setback is a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow. But the ones who fail, they let fear control them. They stay stuck in the same routine, living the same year over and over again, never pushing themselves toward anything greater. They let the fear of failing stop them from ever trying. If that's you, it's time to make a choice. Are you going to let fear win? Or are you finally going to take control and go after what you want? I'll start tomorrow. I just need more time. I'll wait until I'm ready. Sound familiar? These are the lies that keep people trapped in an endless cycle of waiting. But let me tell you something, tomorrow never comes. The perfect moment you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. Procrastination is just another way of choosing failure. Every time you put off what needs to be done, you are actively deciding to stay stuck. You're telling yourself that your goals aren't a priority, that your future can wait. But the truth is, you don't have time to waste. The people who succeed, they take action. Even when they don't feel like it. Even when they're tired, even when they're uncertain. Because they understand one thing, success isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about making the moment right now. So ask yourself, how many times have you let excuses rob you of progress? How much further would you be if you started today instead of waiting? Because until you stop making excuses, nothing in your life will change. Look around you, the people in your life, the things you consume, the habits you follow, they are shaping your future right now. You can't expect to succeed if you're surrounded by negativity, laziness, and people who settle for less. Your environment matters. Your circle determines your future. If you're constantly around people who complain, guess what? You'll start complaining too. If you spend time with people who have no mission, who make excuses, who avoid hard work, you will absorb that mindset without even realizing it. But the ones who win, they protect their environment. They surround themselves with people who push them to better. They cut out negativity. They make sure their daily influences are aligned with success, not failure. If you feel stuck, take a hard look at what's around you. Are you in a place that fuels your growth? Or are you stuck in an environment that's dragging you down? Because the harsh truth is, you cannot outgrow a toxic environment. You have to leave it behind. At the end of the day, life comes down to a simple choice: take control or make excuses. Winners take full responsibility for their lives. They don't blame their past, their circumstances, or anyone else for their struggles. They recognize that success is in their hands and they act accordingly. Losers, on the other hand, they spend their lives making excuses. They talk about why they can't instead of finding ways to make it happen. They let setbacks define them instead of using them as fuel. They wait for someone to save them instead of saving themselves. And here's the reality, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to hand you success. If you want to change your life, you have to step up and take control. So the question is simple. Are you going to keep making excuses? Or are you finally going to take charge and start doing what it takes to win? Because the moment you stop blaming, stop waiting, and start acting, that's the moment everything changes. Your mind is like a thermostat. Whatever temperature you set it at, that's the kind of life you're going to live. Most people don't realize it, but their mindset is the biggest factor in determining their success. If you believe you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, that you're destined to fail, your mind will adjust self to make sure that becomes true. Your actions, your thoughts, and even your emotions will align with that belief. But the great thing about your mind, it's programmable. You can set it to success. You can choose to believe you're capable. You can choose to believe you have what it takes to overcome challenges and reach your goals. Successful people don't just hope for success. They program their minds to expect it. They refuse to let fear or doubt control their thoughts. They know that what they think today shapes what they achieve tomorrow. So ask yourself, what temperature have you set your mind to? Is it set for failure? Or are you setting it for success? Because whatever you believe, you're right. Your mindset is the thermostat that will determine your future. Albert Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And yet, so many people keep repeating the same mistakes, stuck in the same patterns, expecting that one day things will magically change. But here's the cold hard truth. If you keep thinking the same way, you will keep getting the same results. People want change, but they don't want to change their mindset. They want success, but they keep feeding their minds with negativity. They want financial freedom, but they refuse to take responsibility for their spending habits. They want better relationships, but they keep treating people the same way they always have. Change starts in the mind. If you want different results, you must start thinking differently. You have to challenge your beliefs. You have to reframe your thoughts and take control of your thinking. Successful people don't let their circumstances dictate their thoughts. They choose to believe in their potential. They choose to see opportunities, not obstacles. They understand that their thoughts shape their actions, and their actions shape their future. So ask yourself, what thoughts have you been repeating over and over? And if you want something different, are you ready to think lean? There are two kinds of people in this world, victims and leaders. Victims blame their circumstances. They point fingers at others. They think life is happening to them. They believe they have no control over their fate. That's why they stay stuck. Leaders, on the other hand, take responsibility. They don't blame their circumstances. They take charge of their lives. They understand that no one else is coming to fix their problems. They must fix them themselves. They recognize their power to make choices, take action, and create their own outcomes. If you want to succeed, you have to make a choice. You can keep playing the victim, blaming everyone else for your problems, waiting for the world to change. Or you can step up and become a leader in your own life. Leaders take ownership of their mistakes. They learn from failure. They don't sit around waiting for someone to rescue them. Instead, they create the change they want to see. So ask yourself, are you playing the victim? Or are you ready to lead your own life? Because if you want to move from where you are to where you want to be, you must take full responsibility for your life and your actions. We live in a world of instant gratification. People want results and do. They want to lose 20 pounds in a week, make 6 figures in a month, and achieve their dreams with minimal effort. But here's the truth, quick fixes never last. True success takes time. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's not about finding a shortcut to happiness or success. It's about putting in the hard work every single day, even when it doesn't seem like you're making progress. The people who succeed are the ones who are willing to play the long game. They understand that the journey to success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. They make small, consistent improvements every day, knowing that the results will come in time. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop thinking you can skip the hard work and still achieve lasting success. Success is a process, and it requires patience, persistence, and dedication. So ask yourself, are you playing for the long game, or are you looking for a quick fix? If you want real success, you must be willing to put in the work and wait for the results to come. Knowledge without action is useless. You can read every book, watch every video, and listen to every podcast on success, but unless you actually do something with that knowledge, it's just information. It's time to take action. It's time to rewire your mindset for success. And here's how you can do it. Challenge your limiting beliefs. Every time you think I can't, ask yourself, why not? Find evidence that proves you can. Replace doubt with belief. Set goals with clear, actionable steps. Success isn't a vague wish, it's a series of concrete steps. Break your big goals into small, manageable actions and start taking them today. Focus on progress, not perfection. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you take action. Small steps forward are better than sitting still. Surround yourself with success. Cut out negativity and surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you. Be consistent. The key to success is consistency. Show up every day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. The only way to rewire your mindset is to take consistent action. You can't just talk about success, you have to act on it. So ask yourself, what's one action you can take today to start rewiring your mindset for success? The moment you take action is the moment things begin to change. Everything you have in your life right now, your bank account, your health, your relationships, is the result of the decisions you've made. It's easy to think that success or failure comes from big, dramatic choices, but it's actually the small, daily decisions that matter most. What you choose to eat for breakfast, whether you choose to exercise or skip it, whether you push through and work on your goals when you don't feel like it. These seemingly insignificant choices add up over time and shape your reality. You can't change the past, but you can change the future starting with your decisions today. Every small positive choice you make now compounds into bigger success tomorrow. But every day you continue with the same bad habits, that's just adding to your cycle of failure. The key to breaking the cycle is to recognize that every choice counts. You can't wait for a dramatic shift to happen. It starts with the little decisions you make every day. If you want your future to look different, you need to make different choices now. So ask yourself, what decisions have you made today that are shaping your tomorrow? If you're not where you want to be, it's because of the choices you've made in the past. But the good news, you have the power to choose differently right now. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that comes after. If you wake up late, scramble to get ready, and rush through the morning, how can you expect to perform at your best the rest of the day? The most successful people in the world don't just wake up and react to their day, they take control of it. They start their day intentionally setting themselves up for success. The first 60 minutes of your morning are critical to your productivity, mindset, and energy levels for the rest of the day. What you do in the morning determines how your day will go. If you spend the first hour scrolling through your phone, procrastinating, or wasting time, you're setting yourself up for failure. But if you start your day with purpose, whether it's through exercise, reading, journaling, or planning your goals, you're setting yourself up for success. The key to mastering your mornings is to create a routine that primes you for the day ahead. Get up early, move your body, set clear intentions, and make those first 60 minutes count. So ask yourself, how are you spending the first hour of your day? Are you letting the world dictate your mood, or are you taking charge and setting yourself up for success? In today's digital world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, email, notifications, they're all designed to steal your attention and pull you away from what really matters. And the worst part, most people don't even realize how much of their day is spent distracted. If you want to succeed, you need to take control of your focus. High achievers don't let distractions steal their time, they protect it. They know that focus is their most valuable resource, and they don't let anything get in the way of their goals. The first step to eliminating distractions is to recognize what's taking your attention. Is it the constant ping of notifications? Is it mindless scrolling through social media? Are you letting other people's needs take priority over your own? Once you've identified the distractions, take action to eliminate them. Turn off notifications, set boundaries with your time, block out periods of uninterrupted focus. The more you protect your time, the more you'll accomplish. So ask yourself, what's distracting you right now? And what can you do today to take control of your focus and make sure you're working on what matters most? Because every time you give into a distraction, you're wasting your future. Success isn't built overnight. It's built through small, consistent improvements day after day. And that's where the 1% rule comes in. The 1% rule is simple: focus on getting just 1% better every day. It might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, those small improvements compound. They add up. And before you know it, you've made massive progress. Most people fail because they think they need to make huge changes to see results. They expect instant success. But the truth is, it's the small, everyday actions that lead to lasting change. Whether it's reading a few pages of a book every day, saving a little money each week, or spending a few minutes each morning focusing on your goals, these small efforts add up. So don't get discouraged. If you're not seeing immediate results, stay focused on those 1% improvements. Over time, they'll lead to transformation. So ask yourself, what small action can you take today that will make you 1% better tomorrow? Success is not a giant leap, it's a series of small steps that, when combined, create massive change. Knowledge is power. but it's useless unless you act on it. It's not enough to understand what you should be doing, you have to actually do it. And that's where discipline comes in. Discipline is what turns knowledge into results. It's what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what makes you show up every single day, no matter how you feel. To implement daily discipline, you need to start with small, actionable steps. Here's how you can do it. Start with a plan. You know exactly what you need to do each day to move closer to your goals. Create habits that support your goals. Whether it's working out, reading, or planning your day, make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Hold yourself accountable. No one else will make you do the work. Take full responsibility for your actions and progress. Stay consistent. Discipline is about showing up even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. The key to breaking the cycle of failure is discipline. You can't rely on motivation, it comes and goes. But discipline is something you can rely on every single day. So ask yourself, what small step can you take today to implement more discipline in your life? Start now and take control of your future. Imagine this, you look back years from now and you realize you wasted another opportunity to change. Another year, another month, another week gone. All because you couldn't make a decision today to take action. All because you let your excuses, your fears, your doubts hold you back yet again. The truth is, today could be the last day you ever accept failure. This moment right now is a crossroads. You can either choose to stay stuck, blaming the world and your circumstances, or you can choose to take control and make the change that you've been avoiding. Every day you waste is a day you'll never get back. Every excuse you make is a chain that keeps you bound to your current reality. But today you have a choice. You can decide that this is the day you stop settling for less. The day you stop making excuses, the day you stop accepting failure as your reality. So ask yourself, what will your future look like if you keep accepting failure today? And what would it look like if you decided, right, enough is enough? Your future begins with the decision you make today. Let's make this crystal clear. Every single day you are making a choice. You're either moving closer to your goals or you're moving further away. There's no neutral ground. Success isn't something that just happens to a lucky few, it's a choice. A daily decision to take responsibility for your life, to stop making excuses, and to start making progress, no matter how small. But staying stuck, that's also a choice. Every time you let fear, laziness, or doubt stop you from taking action, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. You're deciding that mediocrity is enough. The difference between those who seek and those who fail is this: successful people choose to act, choose to learn, choose to grow. And they make that choice over and over again. If you want something different, you need to start making different choices. Success is a choice. Staying stuck is also a choice. And it's up to you to decide which path you'll take. So ask yourself, which path are you choosing today? Will you continue to stay stuck, or will you make the choice to move forward? This is it. This is your defining moment. Right now you have the chance to change everything. No more excuses, no more delays. The moment you've been waiting for, it's already here. You've heard the lessons, you've read the books, you've watched the videos, but now it's time to act. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment will never come. The perfect moment is now. Every excuse you've used, every reason you've given for not moving forward is just a way of holding yourself back. The truth is, if you don't act now, nothing will ever change. You'll stay stuck. You'll keep wishing for something different while life passes you by. The only way forward is to stop hesitating and start moving. No more excuses, no more delays. This is your chance to take full control of your life. You can either step up or stay stuck. The choice is yours. So ask yourself, what's stopping you from taking action today? The moment you decide to take control, everything will change. How many times have you thought you needed something more before you could be successful? More money, more time, more resources, more motivation. The truth is, you already have everything you need to succeed. You always have. Most people believe success requires some magical formula, something they don't have yet. They wait for the perfect opportunity, the right resources, or the perfect circumstances. But the reality is that success starts from within. It's about using what you already have and making the most of it. You don't need to wait for a breakthrough. You don't need to wait for someone to give you permission. You already have everything you need to start moving forward today. The skills, the determination, the mindset, they're all there inside you. You just need to recognize them, tap into them, and start taking action. Stop looking for the external things you think you need and start using the internal resources you already have. So ask yourself, what have you been waiting for to start your journey? The truth is, you have everything you need right now. All you have to do is take that first step. Some people spend their entire lives standing still, waiting for the perfect moment. They wait for the right circumstances, the right people, the right time. Others take slow, steady steps. And then there are those who decide to chase their dreams with everything they've got. The truth is, life is a road, and you're walking it right now whether you realize it or not. But the question is, how are you walking it? Are you waiting, hoping for things to magically change, or are you actively moving toward your goals? Are you walking at a snail's pace, or are you running with every ounce of energy you have? There are those who make excuses, who sit on the sidelines, and then there are those who take action. The ones who run, who push forward no matter the obstacles, who don't stop until they reach their destination. Which one are you? If you want something more than what you have right now, you have to make the decision to stop waiting and start running. Life doesn't wait for you, and neither should you. So ask yourself, are you waiting for the perfect moment, or are you running toward your goals right now? Your future is shaped by the actions you take today. The hardest part of change is taking that first step. But once you commit, the journey becomes much easier. Here's a simple 3-step action plan to help you start moving toward your goals today. Decide what you want. Get clear on what you want to achieve. Whether it's financial freedom, better health, or personal growth, you need to define your goal. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know how to get there? Break it down into small actions. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but success is built on small steps. Break your goal into manageable tasks when you can work on every day. Focus on progress, not perfection. Take action immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today, even if it's just one small step, it's progress. The key is consistency. Show up every day and keep moving forward. This is the moment where you take full responsibility for your future. Stop waiting. Stop wishing. Start acting. So ask yourself, what is the first action you can take today to start changing your life? The most important step is the one you take right now. We spend so much time talking about change, success, and growth, but here's the final truth you need to hear. Success is never about knowing everything, it's about starting before you feel ready. Too many people get stuck in the trap of overthinking. They plan, they research, they talk about their goals, but they never actually take action. They wait for the right time, the right circumstances, or the perfect moment to begin. But let me tell you something, the right time is right now. If you keep waiting for everything to align perfectly, you'll be waiting forever. No one ever feels completely ready. The key is to start before you feel ready. Do something, anything. Take the first step. The rest will fall into place as you move forward. So stop thinking and start doing. Stop making excuses, stop overthinking, and stop waiting for the perfect time. The only time that matters is now. So ask yourself, what's stopping you from taking action today? Your new life begins the moment you decide to stop thinking and start doing.